Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about sophomore year. I'm going to be sharing my experience, what I've learned, and give you guys tips so you can avoid the mistakes I made my sophomore year so you can have a better sophomore experience. Without further ado, let's get started. Looking back at my sophomore year, it was honestly pretty tough. Between brutal classes like physics and feeling isolated and disconnected a lot of times, especially in the winter season, everything just felt so heavy. But by facing those challenges and dealing with difficult social dynamics like difficult classmates or teachers, it actually forced me to grow. It built my work ethic. It made me way more resilient. It helped me learn to navigate social dynamics or social situations and communicate with people. I feel like it made me a more assertive and stronger communicator. It also helped me realize who I actually want in my circle. Okay, let's talk about courses. Okay, I want to talk about this. Pretty sure in your sophomore year of high school is when you can start picking your courses. I don't really know how most school does it, but if I'm correct, most schools lets you select at least 2 courses you can take your sophomore year. In my school, I was given the option of physics or chemistry as my science elective, and I chose physics my sophomore year. I don't know why I chose that, but physics is just not my thing. I spent the entire school year trying to like physics.
Physics is interesting, just not the math part, just not the word problem. Like, learning about physics is interesting, just not doing it.
Physics is interesting, but it's just not for me.
Studying a subject that you're not as interested in. You can be interested in something, but if you're not super duper interested in it, don't choose it.
I don't want you guys to burn out. This school year, I ended up burning out from physics or from just trying to juggle all my courses. Physics was like the main subject, which took up so much of my time and energy, and it's not even something I'm actually super duper interested in. So I was investing a whole school year in this subject. All I'm saying is do your research before you pick a course. I didn't do my research. So I selected physics and I regret it. I regret it, but there's nothing to regret now. I chose it. It strengthened my work ethic. It taught me a lot of things. It really challenged me. I was fighting with the materials the whole entire year.
Every single day, I was fighting the materials and trying to learn it, trying to understand it.
Physics is it's a really hard subject to teach too. Physics is just hard, okay? If you are going to choose a course, please choose a course that you know you can handle. You know there's a fly. But if I have taken chemistry, I feel like I would have probably been able to handle the workload. Think of the workload. Think of what you can handle. Okay? If you're someone who is actually passionate in physics, then by all means take that class. But if you're not,
Because math, for me, math is not my strongest strength. I'm not as good with math, so I need to learn to know what your strength is.
I want you to take a course that you can actually handle, you can handle the workload, you actually find it interesting. You should talk to your teachers about it. Talk to your school guidance counselor, or just talk to other people that have taken that course. Just you do your research. That's all I'm saying. Do your research before you pick a course, because that very course you pick, it does sort of determine the trajectory and the path you're gonna go on. And no path is wrong. I'm not saying just because I took physics I regret it, and I regret it. It wasn't the path I planned to go on. If I didn't take that path, I wouldn't be where I am right now or develop the skills and grow into the person I am right now. Make sure the course you're choosing is good, kind of challenging.
The kind that challenges you to grow, not the kind that keeps you on fight or flight mode, trying to learn the material every single day, spending hours, wasting your time and energy on it. Not the kind that makes you feel like no matter how hard you try, no matter how much videos you watch or other methods you try, or no matter how much time you try to change your mindset, but you just can't like the subject, because it's possible that there's just something that you can't like. It's okay.
It's just not for you. There's just something so brutal about studying a subject that just strips away your time and energy. If you know there's something else you would rather be studying or doing, but no, you're stuck with a course that you don't even like. It's so brutal. It's like probably one of like the worst things to experience. Academics. I'm gonna keep this brief because I'm planning on making a study video somewhere for next school year. So watch out for that post. I'm pretty sure most schools, they have 4 terms equals semester. The first semester is pretty important because the first semester sets up the foundation for the rest of the school year. The first semester gives you that chance for trial and error. So when term 2, 3, or 4 comes, you'll be able to master your subjects and material by term 4 to prepare yourself for finals. First things first, organization. Organization is so important. I cannot stress this enough. You guys need to stay organized. If you guys want to thrive in your academics, it's important to stay organized throughout the entire school year, because especially when it comes to midterms or studying for finals. Oh, if you're disorganized, that is not good. Make sure you have binders, notebooks for organizing each subject. Your teachers will give you a list of materials you need for each subject, and use your lockers. I know the lockers in high school, like they're like so slim, or they can be like big sometimes. It really depends on the lockers you get, but use your lockers. You do not want to be carrying so much stuff all the time. You don't want to be carrying like a heavy backpack and like slouching. That's so bad for your back. So use your lockers. Your school probably hand you locks, or you'll have to buy one. Put your notebooks in your locker, and then when you head to your next class, go get it. Okay, I want you to use your locker, so I want you guys to stay organized. It would be really helpful for you guys to buy flashcards because you're going to be doing a lot of memorization and testing. So having flashcards is important. Here, let me show you guys. You guys can either buy like physical copies of physical flashcards over here, but you can also use Quizlet. It's a really popular app most high school students use. Or there's other apps, but I'm pretty sure your school will give you guys a website to use that is free. I'm gonna say this, I go to a high school where the academic pressure is like insane. I'm just sharing that because I know the pressure on how academically demanding it is to like keep up. Basically, when you get your quizzes or tests back, I want you guys to review it. I know, but guys, gonna be really helpful in the long run. It's best to review it and see what questions you get wrong, so you will not make the same mistakes next time. Because school system, these like exams you get back, they're probably gonna like re-quiz you on it, so that's why it's like important to review it. Before you head into a new school year, I want you guys to know that somewhere in your classes or your school building, there is a friend out there waiting for you, waiting to meet you, waiting to be friends with you, and to get to know what an amazing person you are. You are going to make friends. Don't worry, you will make friends. If you don't believe that you're gonna make a new friend, it's not gonna happen, then you're not gonna make a new friend. You gotta believe you will make a new friend. You are such a cool person, and there are people out there for you. Okay, you have to believe that you are valuable and you are worthy of having friends and finding people that resonate with you. You are deserving of true friends. It's a new school year, it's a fresh start, it's time to do things differently. In terms of making friends, be yourself. I've said this in so much of my videos. Be yourself, stay true to yourself, because this filters out the people that are not meant for you, that are not aligned to you. Do not try to fit in. Okay, I know high school is your adolescence years. You're still trying to figure out who you are, who you're becoming, what you want in life, and you're still learning about yourself. If you're spending these teenage years trying to be liked by others, you're putting on a performance around people who aren't even for you. They're not even your people. Why?
Why are you shrinking yourself, stripping away your own identity, disconnecting from your own self, losing yourself in the process, just to please others who are not even your people to begin with, and who don't actually get you?
Just because of their approval, you don't need their approval. Please don't lose yourself just to please others, just to be liked and accepted. High school is such a small chapter of your life. It might seem so long right now because you're in it, but it's such a small chapter of your life. If you don't find your people in high school, that's okay. Your life is gonna get so much better after high school. You do not want to belong with people who do not even know the real you. I know being your authentic self is scary, but it's the most freeing thing ever. And by being your authentic self, you're more confident in who you are. Confident people are attractive for a reason. You're going to find people who you'll naturally belong with. People that are actually meant for you will just click. That's why there's something amazing about being your authentic self and owning who you are. You become more confident in who you are, and everything that's meant for you so much easier than when you don't know who you are. When you're disconnected with yourself, you'll attract things that are wrong for you. That's why authenticity and being connected with yourself is so important. And that's why I'm saying, when you try to fit in and mold yourself into someone you're not, you're basically losing yourself. You're losing the very essence of who God created you to be. You're losing your soul. You know, there's this quote in the Bible. It says,
"For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul?" Mark 8, verse 36.
it's like, would you rather lose your soul to please the world? No, you don't want that. When you meet a new person, create a new connection, I want you to ask yourself, how does this person make me feel after I hang out with them? You can be yourself around them. You don't have to force anything with them. I don't want you guys to worry too much about making friends. I want you guys to more so focus on connecting with yourself. Okay, if you guys want to make some real friends this school year, you need to first get to know yourself. You need to first connect with yourself. It's harder to find people that resonate with you if you don't know who you are. I want you guys to grab a pen or piece of paper, write down what your interests are. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time? You can even do some more deep diving and exploring on the internet. You can search up Google questions to get to know who you are. What are your values? What are your morals? What's your favorite place? What lights you up? What makes you happy? What's important to you? I don't want you guys to head into that school building this fall searching for friends. Be open to meeting new people, get to know people. I want you guys to have friends, but I want you guys to have quality friends. So in order to do that, you need to get to know yourself first and learn the kind of friend you are. We have past experiences, past friendships, and those past friendships are an opportunity for you to learn about the kind of friend you were and what kind of friend you want to be now. The past friendship helps shape your values. I want you guys to get to know who you are, so when it comes to making the connection, socializing, it'll feel much more easier because you'll have a strong sense of who you are and what kind of friends you want in your life, who you want to surround yourself with. The process will feel more natural and effortless. This is also key to finding friends that resonate with where you are going. Share what you're interested in. Get to know them. Get to know what they value. Get to know their dreams, their passions. There's so much cool people out there to meet. Be open-minded. Let people get to know you as well. If you want lasting friendships or relationships in your life, you need to first work on yourself. You need to first learn to love yourself. Get to know yourself, because you're stuck with yourself for the rest of your life. Now let's talk about the process of making friends. It's a new school year. A lot of schools have clubs, so put yourself out there. It's a great chance to meet new people, and clubs are just a great way to make new friends or just connect with new people, socialize, and practice your social skills. You don't have to sign up for every club. That's why knowing yourself, again, is super important, because that's your blueprint. Let's take your interest, for example. Let's say you like arts, you like drawing. Well, you can sign up for drawing club, graphic art, or even if you like fiber art kind, the crocheting or craft. Or you can join a videography club, or if you like sports, you can join volleyball or soccer, tennis, badminton. Join the clubs you're actually interested in. And there's also volunteer clubs. That's a good way to get your volunteer hours and meet new people too and help out your community. Also, being surrounded by people. The reason why the school year felt super lonely is obviously one, physics. It really just burned me out and drained me. That's why I want to prevent you guys from having like a lonely and isolating year. because it can get really tough during the winter season. So that's why it's good to get yourself involved in like community clubs, organization, so you are surrounded with people and you'll have like support systems as well. That's why I recommend you guys join clubs. Give it a try. If you don't like it, then at least you tried, and you'll get to learn more about yourself. You'll get to learn more about what you like and what you don't like. But either way, if you gave it a try and you realize that it's not really your thing, then that's okay. Try your community. I'm gonna give you guys an example. I've been kind of getting into running and like the fitness journey, and I'm not really a sports person. I've tried it before. I have nothing against sports, but I like my own like personal journey and personal growth, and I haven't really found any like running clubs in my school, and that's why this is good. Instead of staying in school, I can have an extracurricular outside of school. It doesn't have to be in school. I was thinking about going to the YMCA to start my fitness journey, and there's also like yoga there and swimming. It's a good way for me to work on my physical health because I realized fitness has started becoming an important thing to me. This way, it's also like less low pressure too, because I'll get a more chance to find supportive kind of organization where everyone's just there to also grow, and it feels less intense than school sports because it's more competitive. I'll just get to grow on my own pace. When you're in a shared space, I feel like bond grows stronger because you have the same shared experience. It takes time to build it. It takes years or months to develop friendship. That's why you have to continue putting yourself out there, and you have to continue trying. Try out like your local community organization. If you want to like prepare for a marathon, first out try like local running clubs, something like that. I'm trying to give you guys a sort of an idea, but I think just getting yourself involved in something, getting yourself out of the house and just meeting new people and living life. Life is so rich. Like when you actually start living life, when you actually stop like spending your time scrolling. I do not want you guys to waste your teenage years scrolling. That's why the only app I have right now is YouTube. Only like social media app. I never had Instagram. I never had Snapchat. I had TikTok, but it was too much scrolling. YouTube just works for me. Start living more. I want you guys to make the most out of your teenage years. You're not gonna get it back, and your teenage years are important. What you do now, it sets you up for your success in the future. The habits, the skills you build, the discipline, it sets you up for your future. I want you guys to communicate with your teachers. Your teachers are your support system. They're your teacher for the school year. So you're gonna have to learn to work with them. They know the materials. It's important to ask your teachers for help if you don't understand something. Obviously, you can take the opportunity to ask your peers, but your teacher is your tool. Take advantage of it. If you don't understand something, don't just sit there and do nothing. This is also an opportunity for you to build your communication skill and confidence, to reach out, to seek support, because you deserve support. We have support all around us nowadays. It's so much more accessible. I want you guys to learn to work with adults. I want you guys to learn to communicate with adults. And if you feel like they're difficult at first, it's okay. That's how you learn to work with different people. You're in a school setting. This is preparing you for workforces. You're put with so many different people from different backgrounds. This is your opportunity to gain some interpersonal skills and learn to navigate around social dynamics. Learn to work with others and put your differences aside. We all come from different backgrounds, and that's what school is. Even though school is like stressful, people will have their opinions, but I feel like school is important. It's necessary.
I know YouTubers out there have their opinions of school and talk about how school is a waste, the education system, and all that. And I have my opinions on that too, but I feel like
school is a foundation. It's really all about your mindset. It's really about how you view high school and what you do with it that sets you up. People hate it, people like it. There's good and bad in it. High school preparation for like when you come out to the real world. It's like a mini test. It never really tells you how to, right? But you learn along the way. You'll learn how to adapt, navigate through things. High school gives you that structure. It gives you classes, it gives you a schedule, and then your responsibility, your task is to learn how to juggle everything. They don't teach you how to juggle everything. They just throw things at you. But kind of fun if you think about it. If you think of it as you're leveling up, you're in a video game. It's kind of cool though. That's just kind of how I view high school. It gives me the opportunity to just like grow and level up, build my character. Life is literally kind of like a video game. Seek help. If you need help, you should have guidance counselors in your school. Seek out the supports you do have where you live. If you really think about it, I'm super fortunate enough to have like all these opportunities around me and support. One thing I really learned from sophomore year is do not isolate yourself when things get hard. Like, I know I'm strong. I know I can handle tough things, but it's okay to ask for help. It's not something you should feel bad about. It's not something you should feel bad for asking. Everyone deserves support, and take it from me. When you're just trying to carry so much all at once, you're going to break, and it's messy. There's people that want to help you, that want to support you. Take it from my experience. I isolated myself from everyone during like the winter and like when things got hard, and I was just really like suffering with my mental health, especially as a teenager. I know mental health is really important. That's why I can't stress this enough when I say please do not carry everything alone. I know you're strong as a resilient people, but you don't have to do this alone. I just want to share this message because I think it's really important for people to seek help, especially if you feel like your mental health is suffering, especially during like the winter season. The winter season is like really harsh, and it's so easy for people to like isolate themselves from everyone. I'm sure a lot of people do that, and especially during your teenage years, adolescence years, it's so important to seek help because this will affect your adult years. It will affect like how you put yourself out into the real world. If you can, I recommend you guys doing therapy. I started doing therapy this summer. Even though I'm on my second meeting, it's actually been really helpful because I'm learning how to communicate with my family better. There's still a language barrier, obviously, but I'm learning how to expressing my needs to them and learning to understand my family more. To me personally, therapy has just been really helpful. So I know it's expensive, so do the best you can with where you're at right now and the support you do have. But I do recommend therapy. If you do therapy, you have to give it time. You're not gonna fix everything all at once. I feel like my mental health has been so much better like ever since I started therapy, or ever since the school year ended. But there's also other like lines out there if you're really struggling with your mental health. But honestly, I can give you guys a lot of these support systems, but ultimately, God. Go to God. If anything that's going to heal you, it's God. It's God. You can do therapy, but God is the ultimate healer. He's the only one who can heal you. First, talk to God, get to know God, spend time with God. God should be your first source, and then therapy. Give therapy a try. Therapy is actually really helpful. When you're in school, you have your guidance counselor, you have a trusted adult, but I know everyone does. You have family that's trusted adult. Then obviously that's your line first. But for those who don't, try therapy. It's important to have an adult in your life. Let's just say that. It's important to have a guider, a mentor in your life to go to things when it's hard. That's why first it's about finding that trusted adult. God is your emergency contact. God is always first. This is what I believe. And then we have more trusted adult. I'm not gonna rank them. You have your trusted adult, you have guidance, you're someone you can just share things with to help you with your mental health, and then you can work on your relationship with your parents. And I'm saying this, it does get better. It does get better with immigrant parents as time goes on. I had really bad depression when I was in 7th grade from all the like adapting and transitioning to a new school and stuff. My depression got better over time. And it's because I started seeking support. I found my social worker, went to my guidance, and my guidance recommended me to my social worker. And ever since I have a trusted adult that I can talk to and share things about, my mental health has gone a lot better over the years. And now, I'm gonna be a junior in the fall, but I started therapy this summer. Therapy, it gave me more tools that I could use. Getting to know my parents more, getting to know where they came from, and getting to know who they are. When you connect with yourself, when you connect with your own culture, your roots, and just over time, I feel like my relationship with my parents will get stronger. It will get better. And no relationship is ever perfect. This is real life, messy, raw relationships. My relationship with my parents will get better. I believe it. And that's why therapy has been helping me learn to communicate with my parents. It's really important to have a support system. I'm also so grateful to have a sibling. I have my little brother. There's support all around you. Family, friends, to live like a happy, fulfilling life. Your years of high school will be hard. It will be stressful. Your adolescent years are the most like painful because you're figuring out who you are, and there's a lot of things going on with your life. Life is really complex, but that's why it's so beautiful, because life is so meaningful. High school is probably one of the most like important years. So I want you guys to have fun, enjoy the moment. I want you guys to live your life. Don't stress too much about your grades, okay? Your grades are just your results. They don't determine your success. They don't determine your future. They'll give you the opportunities. But ultimately, it's all about the person you become, the challenges, the experiences that shape you into the person you will become along the way. High school is just such a small chapter of your life. I'm saying this because I'm almost done with high school. I'm into a more bigger chapter of my life soon, in 2 years. So sophomore year, don't stress too much about your grades, but also use this time to build the foundation you need for your academics. Build the skills you need, build your work ethic, build discipline, create good habits, because this will set you up for success in the future. Surround yourself with people that are good for you, that don't drain you, and that help you grow. You'll know who's good for you. Don't be afraid to explore things, to put yourself out there, to go on adventures, to just figure out who you are, what you like, what you're passionate about. These are your teenage years. Go out there, meet new people. Not everyone you meet is going to be for you, and that's okay. I want you to experience. You only live once. Don't waste your life on things that you don't love. I want you guys to communicate with your parents. I learned this from my therapist. She told me to ask my parents, what are your expectations of me? What grades do you want me to get? Have an honest conversation with your parents. There's a fly. What is that? Oh, that's a light? I don't know what I'm oh wait, no. My phone is like in a different mode. It updated. I thought there was like a random like light sticking there. You should also have your own expectations. What do you expect from yourself? What do you want? What grades do you want to get? Do you want to strive for A's and B's? What are your parents' expectations? Do they want you to get all A's? I want you to ask them. And then you guys can like work together to create a plan to see what you can strive for you to make sure you're not burning yourself out for your parents' expectation. Important for you to communicate your needs to your parents. I just hope you guys have an amazing sophomore year of high school. Please do not isolate yourself. Spend more energy on goals, passion, the things you love. And everything will come along. Everything will just come together. Don't stress too much about everything. As long as you have a plan, focus on doing well. Focus on maintaining good grades.
If that's what you want, it's okay if you don't want that, but it's good to have good grades. You don't have to get all A's and stuff.
But have good grades, have a good support system. Learn to communicate with your parents and the people you're going to be working with, and surrounding yourself around this school year. It's all about building good relationships and learning to navigate through stuff. Be yourself. Be your authentic self. Be confident in who you are, and everything will just come naturally. Don't stress too much. Okay, it's just sophomore year. Don't worry about things that are out of your control. Focus on the things that are in your control. Focus on God. Spend time with God, okay? And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this sophomore year video. I know it's really long, but I hope you learned something from this.